the true owner or the alludia owner,
Yes.
right? But maybe they are not done with that search. Then someone might actually try to outsmart people by releasing the land or selling it to you, and maybe you buy.
You see carpenters, you see drivers on the other side of the property. Then you start interviewing them, you start asking them about the property. Start asking them what's the history of this property, who is the alludia owner of it, who is the rightful owner of it.
The land is here for we all. To actually avoid all those things from happening. That is why we are educating you on this very vital topic.
For some time now, we hear complaints all over the media.
Bad act. I just can't. I think sometimes it's headache to hear such news being your loved one, then maybe sending your hard-earned money to this person to actually help you acquire land to raise a project. Then you coming to just meet a bare land which doesn't even belong to you. It's really headache.
Hello wonderful viewers, welcome back to our channel. You know the great job we've been doing. So my partner is here with me, right?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, so
I think let me take the chance to give our viewers some accolades. Thank them for watching us and actually staying behind us for this time being. We are actually here to stay. We are here to give them the best content on real estate. And today we are here to tackle the topic, a first-time buyer. You know, in Ghana here, we have a lot of problems that come with land acquisition in Ghana. Sometimes the litigation, through the payment process. And today we are here to take them through all those topics and all those sides so we can help them, acquire their best lands. Yes.
You know one thing I like about Bright? He's all into all of us. Me, you there watching us. So let's dive into it without wasting much time. Looking to buy land in Ghana here, you have to consider location. Ask yourself, what's the location? Where do I want to build? At what price am I willing to buy the land for? What's my strength? What's my income? You understand? You have to ask yourself these questions. You have to ask yourself what you want to buy the land for. Are you buying to invest? You can buy to invest as well. To wait for the price to go higher and you sell it and then invest that money into another business. Because one of the mistakes people do is putting monies in banks. Imagine you putting 100 cedis into the bank. Okay, let's assume you are putting 50,000 into the bank. For the next 5 years, I assure you are going to get something little from it, and then that money can't do you anything better. So that's where we have our investors who want to invest into land, who buy the land, and then I assure you the lands that are selling about 50,000 here in Ghana, probably in the next 5 years, they sell up to more than 100,000. It doubles. Real estate here in Ghana, in our previous video, we spoke about how land doubles very fast here in Ghana. So when you have to invest that side like this, you can tackle it. And then when you want to build, you want to do business, you have to ask yourself, what kind of business am I going in for? Are you going to farming? Are you going to boutiques? Are you going to barbering? What is it? Is it a salon? Is it a school? Is it a restaurant? So when you get what you want to do with the land, it will matter with the location. You understand me? So my partner is taking you through.
I think today Yusuf is actually gingered. He wants to actually encourage a client so much. But I think one of the reasons why we are here is actually to encourage people, a first-time land buyer, anyone who has doubts, probably due to the issues they've heard, probably histories from maybe a family member or past experience they heard from someone. We are here to encourage people that the land is here for we all. So we'll actually drive you and give you the points that will encourage you to actually buy this land without these scams that people actually go through. So YAB Estate is here to serve you and actually give you the best deals as well. So today I think we'll actually emphasize on the topic, a first-time land buyer. So let's start with this point. Let's say Yusuf want to buy a land, and I am the owner of the land. So Yusuf comes to me and be like, "Oh, I want to buy a land." So how will Yusuf know that the land actually belongs to me solely? Right? How will Yusuf know that this land he's coming to actually acquire from me belongs to me, Bright? We are here to actually disclose some of the things you actually do to be well assured to actually buy the land from the right person or not be scammed. It might be the right person, but sometimes people actually scam people. Exactly. We know this side of the world, which is we blacks. Sometimes I think we have a lot of issues with this, our land. We have a lot of land litigations happening here and there. So we'll actually take you through some of the topics and some of the points that will actually lead you to actually get the best land without fraud.
So one of the main ways of verifying the alludia owner, the rightful owner of the place, is through due diligence. A vivid due diligence needs to be done very well. One of the ways of doing your due diligence is to investigate or interview the people around that area, around that property, behind the alludia owner, and then ask them. Some of them can be family members, some of them can be business owners of that around that property, some of them can be workers. You know, sometimes you go on site, you see masons, you see carpenters, you see drivers on the other side of the property. Then you start interviewing them, you start asking them about the property. Start asking them, what's the history of this property? Who is the alludia owner of it? Who is the rightful owner of it? Have it ever been sold before? Is there litigations on it? You see, that is another major way of doing your due diligence.
Sure.
And then the other way of doing your due diligence, right, to take you through that side too.
Sure. So I think why Yusuf actually made up that point, to actually investigate around the area to confirm if the land is actually for whoever said he's actually selling the land to you, is one. There are factors that can happen. Maybe there's a litigation on the land, which probably the issue is actually at the court, but maybe this family member just want to actually outsmart you by selling that land to you.
Just sell it off and then
selling that land to you. Maybe the person has probably an assurance that the land belongs to him, but let's say the issue is at court, maybe there's a litigation on the land, so they are trying to verify the true owner or the alludia owner, right? But maybe they are not done with that search, then someone might actually try to outsmart people by releasing the land or selling it to you, and maybe you buy the land, then a few years later, then maybe you start going back and forth, going to the court to actually resolve issues. So we are trying to actually avoid all those things from happening. That is why we are educating you on this very vital topic. Yes.
So if you can refer to our previous video, we spoke about land litigation, you understand? And then we spoke about how to do your search about land litigation. But let me brief it here small a bit. Okay, so when we talk about land litigation, is a dispute between two people concerning a property which is legal.
Yes.
To have that kind of
incident or issue happening.
That kind of coincidence, because it's a property, it's an asset. So when someone is claiming ownership, you have the right to send a person to court, send a person to the custodians, send them to wherever it can be peace and it can be resolved. That's what we call land litigation. Well, you might be watching this video and ask how to do your search in lands. If you have a land and you don't know how to do search on it and you want to buy, you can contact YMB Estate. We got you covered. This is what we do best. We register lands, we sell lands, we supply materials, building materials. We serve you the best. So we got you covered. We can do the search for you at lands, and then we'll charge you on it and get the official search for you, which is done in the lands and will be stamped. And then that search with the document will help you defend yourself in court or wherever you find yourself that you have to talk about your search or what due diligence you have done about the land before acquiring it. Because sometimes when land litigations rise up and then you have to talk about it, or you have to send it to somewhere, you have to send it to court, they ask you the proof of research. So when you are given the documented proof from lands that you have done your search, is the best. So you can contact YMB Estate and we'll help you do search anywhere in Ghana.
So one of the factors we can also consider when buying land, or one of the factors a first-time land buyer should consider, is working with a reputable agency or real estate agent, right? These factors will actually help the buyer to avoid some mistakes, because at the end of the day, the real estate agent has been in the business for a very long time and they know the do's and don'ts of the game. So you can actually rely on them. Someone like YMB Estates, we can actually help you with the process from buying, acquiring the land, doing your search, to getting your land sorted. And I think we are one of the best real estate agencies in Ghana, which can actually sort you out with such issues, because we know the fundamentals of the the litigations happening in Ghana. We've actually studied much about the litigation processes in Ghana, and we know if a land has an issue and how to actually work around it. So you can actually rely on us to actually grab the peaceful space. Yes.
Yeah. So like Bright is saying, yeah, that's how it's done. And then for some time now, we hear complaints all over the media. People are being scammed by their own family members, by their own trusted people, by their own friends, by their own partners, their girlfriends, boyfriends, even to the extent of their own parents taking money to do search for them, do this for them, and then they end up squandering their whole money or not doing the right work. So when you are with YMB, you are secured. We'll take you through our projects, some of our projects we do for people. We can start with the process gradually. You can buy land from us, you pay for the land. Next, we go to wall erecting around the land to protect the land. You pay for the wall. We go to the foundation of the building, you pay for it until we are done with the whole project. So like I told you, our next video will be taking you through some of our projects we are doing for people. So why wait? Why will you wait for your properties? It's your lifetime. You are not in Ghana, we understand. We can do that for you. That's why we are here doing this for people. And then the people we are emphasizing on to help them more is the diasporans, because when a Ghanaian is here by themselves, they come to check on the site. But like you, who is doing it for you? But we can be doing it for you, and you bring a trusted person to come and be watching what we are doing. Are we doing it as we said? It's fine. But your trusted person doing it by them own self, squandering your money or not doing the rightful work for you because they want to chip and enter or make more profits from your work, they don't use the right materials, or they use less cheaper things. And then these are some of the factors you should consider before buying land. So when you are with YMB, you are secured.
Yes, Yusuf has actually brought up a very tough point. People being scammed by their own family members, loved ones. It's a really big topic that is actually it's a really big thing that is actually hindering a lot of people. Like it's people are actually crying in their coats because just imagine you trusting someone, like probably your father or your mom or your siblings or maybe your loved one, then maybe sending your hard-earned money to this person to actually help you acquire land to raise a project. Then you come in to just meet a bare land which doesn't even belong to you. It's really headache. Like, I think that is one of the reasons why YMB stood up to actually go into this real estate business, to actually help people resolve this kind of problems, help people from this bad act. I just can't. I think sometimes it's headache to hear such news being, passed on. I think somewhere last week I heard a Nigerian working probably in South Africa all over his years, all over the years, sent money to his family people to actually buy a land and raise an apartment for him, and he come in there and he didn't meet anything. And they had to fast forward him to a psychiatric center that he's mad.
Oh, so
that the man is mad. I think we Africans sometimes, excuse me to say, I think we are very heartless. We are very heartless. How can you do this to a brother and actually send a brother to a psychiatric hospital to say he's not well? Why will you do such a thing? It's crazy.
Yeah. So you see, these are one of the factors that's hindering the development or the growth of Africa, and that's our fight. Real estate is a calling, and then when you are not called, you can't do the work. Yes, because it's our heart. We are investing our time and our life and our passion into it, because we can't see people being hurt day in and day out. So when you even purchase land from us, we give you free 200 blocks with 5 cement bags. Why do you think we do that? It's our profit. We can choose not to do that. But we want to help people. We want to help the youth. We want to help our fathers who are making money and then want to build or want to help develop their country, and they are scared. This is why we are here. Not for our profit, but for your sake. This real estate, we'll talk about what drew us into real estate. We didn't come with the intention to come and make money as such, but we came with a perception to make sure things are done right in the real estate industry. So there was a story recently when someone paid for blocks for I think a project, a land she bought. She's a lady, about 50 years, 45 years to 50 years, that range, and she paid for her land and then gave the money to the people to deliver some blocks for her. And then do you know what happened? All the blocks were sand because they didn't add cement as it should be into it. They didn't add chippings. They didn't add the right materials. So when it falls a bit, then it starts breaking. So after they erected the whole structure, they have to break it down again, because you can't go and manage that and die in the process, because one day the whole thing can fall. The whole house can fall on you. So they have to break it all down. So please, that's why you need a trusted company. Please, for the sake of your investment, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your hard-earned money, don't send your money out anywhere just like that, believing anyone to buy land for you or build your house for you or do documents for you. Especially the diaspora. Sometimes some of the trusted people end up even doing the documents in their name. That's why we are here. This is a calling. My lovely people, please, find a trusted real estate company like YMB anywhere you want to buy land in Ghana. There is development going on, there is new policies, there is the rules being, in development. So don't let development pass you. Don't be late into the progress. So don't wait to buy the land. It's appreciating, it's going higher. That's why you need to do it now with the right people, which is YMB Estate.
Sure. I think I will.
So, Brian is taking you through the next.
Yes, I think I would actually touch down on the construction aspect. Yusuf spoke about YMB. We have, I think it's something we've not really disclosed to our audience. We have structures we actually erecting for some of our clients that actually bought some of our lands, and we are transparent as water. I think we have a formula we use, right?
Oh yeah.
We have a formula we use. Let's say you acquire probably a 70 by 100 land, which is a plot. You want to probably maybe erect maybe about a 4-bedroom apartment on it. We are as transparent as water. What we do is we'll make our constructors come up with a project, how it might look. We'll send you, if you have the way you have what you want us to build for you, you send us the drawings. We go through with our contractors, then we just come to a conclusion and start the erection. But how we go about our payment method or our method of construction the space is one. If we are going for the foundation space, we take only the foundation money. After done with the foundation, we go for the footing.
Yes, for you to see how
transparent we are. So after the footing, we then take you to the window level. We take the amount, and then we take you to the lintel level, and we take you. So you see how transparent the process is.
Yeah.
So we don't ask you to send the whole money for the project. Then maybe you see we ending up. You see some people ending up squandering the people's money, then leave the project hanging. We make everything transparent as water. We'll give you the project step by step. This is what it will cost you for the foundation. After foundation, this is what it will cost you for the the footing. After footing, this is what it will cost you for the raising of the blocks to the window level. But this is what will cost you to the lintel level. This is what will cost you to the roofing. Yes, that's how we go about it.
This is what will cost you for the plastering.
Yes.
The painting.
Yes.
The tiles work. I mean the whole process.
So sure. So the aspirant can rely on such methods to believe the transparency of the company, right? I think you working with the hard-earned money to actually raise a project is not easy.
Yeah,
it's not an easy thing. Like raising a whole project is not easy. And I think investing in buildings, it takes a long time to actually recover your money or retrieve your money or get your money back.
Yeah.
So when you're investing, you have to make sure you invest right with the right people, the right agency that will help you to actually get whatever your dream house or your dream investment, right? So you can rely on YMB Estate, our construction aspect as well, to actually help you after acquiring the land, will help you raise the structure for you not to experience any difficulties while raising the space. Yes, so we are here for you and we are here to stay, as I said. Yes, so as we see, one of the youngest real estate agencies with such high vision and actually thinking of their clients, they should know we are here to stay.
Okay. So we are going into how to start your step-by-step process of paying for your land.
Yes.
Yes, and I think it's a vital point we have to talk about.
That's the payment method, right?
Yeah, the payment method, or we say the payment plan. Yeah. So one of every real estate company has their ways of payment plan. Some have their 3 months payment plan, 6 month payment plan, 9 month payment plan, and then 12 months payment method or plan here. So it's all legal. So there is something I want to tell you. It's about your work. It's about your income that will suit the kind of payment plan you want to do. So, even though some give a year payment plan and stuff, I'll advise you to go for the lesser payment plan. You know why? Because most of the less payment plan, like the 3 months payment plan, is high on demand. So they can't extend the payment plan. That places is either developed or high on demand. So there are 3 months payment plan or probably 6 months payment plan. So I'll urge people who want to, reside in developed places like Afienya. We give 3 months payment plan. You understand? And it's developed. It's a serviced land. There is availability of banks, police stations, schools, technical schools, the military camps. We have the airports for the military. We have a whole lot of structures, a whole lot of investments, a whole lot of businesses here in Afienya. So, and then we have Shah Hills. They are all developed places. They are all places that are developing, are making money. In short time, you invest little. For the past months, I think 3 months, 4 months ago, it was selling for 60,000.
Yes, that's
60,000
per plot.
Yeah, per plot.
And
then now,
I think the current price is 85,000. Right?
Yeah, 85,000
Ghana cedis
per plot. Yes. So it should tell you how faster the place is on demand and how fast it's developing. So that payment plan aspect, you should consider it more. There are places that can give you a payment plan of 1 year that is also on high on demand and developing. So you need to watch where it suits you the most. You get the whole point. So
I think sometimes people prefer to go for the long months payment plan, and I think it's not really advisable.
Yeah.
You know why? Let's say this place is actually on demand, right?
Yeah.
And you actually intend paying the place for a year, and some of these agents are a bit selfish. What they do is they will tell you, okay, they'll give you the 1 month payment, the 1 year payment plan, and let's say for instance a client comes with ready cash and really wants the space you are paying for, because at the end of the day your document wouldn't be released if you are not done with the payment.
Yeah.
So, or maybe they will even start with the processing if you're not done with the payment. So they will prefer to rather, maybe, let's say within the pace of the 6 months, the place have actually appraised in value. Maybe the value of the space have rise, and maybe a client wants a space there like that. They'll release that space to the person and rather take you inside.
Yeah.
Yes. Because at the end they didn't make papers, and they'll start giving you excuses. Maybe they had issues on the land, and but they sold the land.
Yeah.
Because you delayed in paying, and they have somebody who wants to pay in cash. So it's actually a process. I don't like people to actually go by that, right? You prepare yourself. You get a space probably within 1 to 3 months. You are done. So then when they don't have much excuse to make, if should in case you are ready to actually pay in full. But if you want to pay probably in 12 months, 2 years, I think sometimes it's really people can testify to this. I think people can leave their comments with their experience on that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Y&B Estate, building dreams and creating communities. So, wonderful viewers, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing our videos.